Welcome, 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 lovers. Cosmic Chicks here. I am Heather Lynn, and we have the Miss
Samantha Som.
Yes.
Self-Healing Energy.
Yes, welcome. Yes.
We are the Cosmic Chicks.
Yes, yes. And here soon, I'm so excited to announce that Miss VI Peach has made us an intro so that it's specifically for us. It's going to be coming soon here.
Delta Peaches.
Yes, wanted to say a great gratitude and much love and sending you tons of healing love and hearts and so much.
If you know who Peaches is, she is a artist in the Cincinnati area, a very popular artist, and she's making us a theme song for Cosmic Chicks.
Yes, yes. And we're super proud of that and, very excited. We did you see the rips of it where she was like in the studio and stuff and like
I didn't get to see. Did she put that?
I got it. I want to send it to you.
Okay.
Yes. So big heart out to VIP. Go check her out, like, subscribe, and share not only to our channel, but go check her out as well.
Absolutely.
Send some love. So, Samantha.
Yes, girl.
We have coming up with the Cosmic Chicks as far as like workshops and events. Where can you kind of check us out at?
Yeah, you can check us out at our Facebook page, right? Cosmic Chicks, right? Please like and follow us. If you love our content, we greatly appreciate that. Please also share our content if you enjoy divinely aligning with us perfectly, right? Also, upcoming events, right? Heather, we have our upcoming events for Cosmic Chicks.
Yeah.
So, March 14th, you guys.
Whoop, circle the date. Circle the date. Circle the date.
Yes. You're going to see Heather and I, and we're going to be hosting with two other powerful healers at the Center for Healing and Integration in Sharonville, Ohio. That address is 6310 East Kemper Road, Sharonville, Ohio, 45241. You guys, this is a business holistic event calling all light workers.
Yes.
You want to learn how to grow and expand your business with other powerful light workers? This is the event for you. This is from 1 to 5. It's a $50 ticket. What does a $50 ticket get? It gets Heather, bam, with her wisdom of being an insurance agent and running a company and all her other modalities as she transitioned and integrated and being a healer.
Yes.
And she's amazing, right? She's the one with me that came together and created Cosmic Chicks, right?
Yes.
Art Alchemy Wellness, right? She is a HQHHT facilitator and teacher. So you guys want to learn that modality like I did, Heather's your girl. And she's
yes. And that's something that we're going to be bringing once a month coming here soon, that we're going to basically be bringing to the collective. So we'll be talking about that a little bit more. We'll get back to our event though. Super excited.
I know, I'm so excited too. So our event, you guys, you're going to meet other two powerful healers that are very, very successful. Oh my goodness. Queen is coming on, very powerful ancestry reader, death duel. Am I saying doula?
She's a doula.
And
a doula as well, I believe.
She has a huge following on TikTok. And then our brother, Marcus, right?
Crystal White Robbins, yes. which has a very powerful, well-known network that you can find him both on YouTube and on Facebook. And I think that's the Sacred Light Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken. It is. It's the Sacred Light Kingdom. So you can definitely check him out there as well. Well, we have so much magic coming, girl. Like,
And if you want to take to our business event on March 14th from 1 to 5, all you have to do is what, Heather?
all you got to do is we've created an event. All you got to do is go to that event page. It will take you directly to the link for Eventbrite. You can buy your ticket. Now we are not going to close you away at the door. You can Venmo us, Cash App us. We also will be taking tickets at the door as long as we don't sell out. So we're definitely going to make it as easy and accessible as possible for the community and the collective. So.
Absolutely. So we also want you to bring your flyers, right? Your cards. You're going to network together and grow together, right? And then
Yes.
bring the material and the wisdom and go by step with each healer, how they expanded and grown and what worked for them and what didn't work for them on their journey. So we hope to see you there.
Yes, we do. Yeah. So, Sam, what were your thoughts when we were picking the topic about archangels? What was the first thing that popped in your mind when you think of archangels?
I just think it's Archangel. The first thing that popped in my mind, I thought it was an excellent topic. Second thing that popped in my mind is what are our archangels? Like protectors, guiders, infinite love and nurturers for humanity, right? So that's what
Yes. And when I think about it, I'm just going to be very vulnerable real quick. And he's number one, Michael, Archangel Michael. So when I was a child, I was speaking now what I know to be Archangel Michael. I thought it was my brother, but it was always a man, and he was always protective and guiding me, and that fatherly figure that I wasn't able to get real time. Like I remember my girlfriend had a toothbrush in her mouth, and I heard, tell her to get that out of her mouth. She's going to wreck. And I'm not in manifest, I'm a generator, but I told her, and sure enough, she went around the corner, won't, and my mom's a nurse. I ran home real quick. And I was like, Michael told me that it was going to happen. I don't know, Mom. I was like, I feel bad.
wow.
And so I really have a connection. But when other people think of them, they think they have like big, like wings, or the cherubs, like the Valentine little cherubs, the little cute guys. Which, they all have their place and their classification in there. But we're talking more specific about ones that are powerful, the energy that they bring. Like Archangel Michael is the protector. He's all about protection, power. He's kind of like the gangster, we're gonna call it. He's the bounty, or the guy that you know what I mean? That literally the bouncer. You know what I mean? Like he's like, nope, you're not getting through. You don't seem right. He's always there to protect us and to kind of keep us within the constraints. He's also one of the most famous ones that people talk about, not only because, protection in a vague sense, you know what I mean? But because he's the one that we call on when we really, really need to focus on boundaries. Boom. That is the energy that he really works well with. And with my Pisces moon, why would I not have Archangel Michael? Like, hey, quit absorbing people's crap, Heather. And reminding me that, boundaries, protection.
Yes.
And I do have a set here. So you can see the card. He has a sword. right? And he looks
Cool.
all nice. And then he has the balance. So the sword is like for protection. And the sword is like justice over any decision made at time, doing the right thing. So he's
Yes.
always there to kind of balance the energy when you need someone to call in protection, like, hey, I need assistance. It's out of my hands and I need to balance. He would be a good archangel to call on specifically because that is the energy that he really, really works well in. And that is his realm, right? Because when we're talking about these archangels, they are working with spiritual energy or spirit. That is their gift, their power,
Yes.
right? So, and a lot of the times when he arrives, it's because we're learning the lesson of you will never be tested more than your strength, right? But what happens though, the challenge is humans, right? Because we're human. Our meat suit that we have to deal with every day, right? We are human. We have real, tangible fears that we have to face,
Yeah.
right? So sometimes it's like, whoa, dude, we're walking on lava because the whole ground is unsteady and it's hot and fiery. And, that would be a good time to call on Archangel Michael to be like, hey, I need a safe, protected way out because obviously what I'm doing is not working.
Yes.
So, and I love the fact that, um, even though that they test us, it's more about facing our own fear or our own challenge, right? Because each one of them come in specifically when there's a challenge. So, have you had any experience with Archangel Michael specifically?
I've had experience where I've been told, like he's come channeled to me to
Mhm.
tell clients or other beautiful souls that they're working with him or he's working with them, and that you know they're not alone, that he is guiding and protecting them. A lot of times Archangel Michael shows up as a green energy.
Yeah, and it shows right here. Yeah, yeah, green or blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And what's crazy is you can call him in when you're working with cord cutting because the
Oh.
sword.
Oh,
Boom.
that's
See? Yeah,
yeah. Get it, get it, get it, get
yeah.
it.
So that makes sense, Samantha, when we're, you
Because
know, doing Reiki or we're doing, quantum healing. Their guides will come in and, or Archangel Michael will come in because we're working with that cord cutting, that release process. So
yes, thank you, Archangel Michael.
yes, yes. And there's a reason why he's number one. It's because um we all need that protection.
Yeah,
Sometimes, like all of us do. All of us do.
yeah. If you can't speak it for yourself, call in Archangel Michael for protection.
Yes.
You don't
Yes.
know.
And you can visualize like a blue or green cloak wrapping around you when you feel unsafe or anxious.
Mhm.
Or maybe just put your arms around you too, just to kind of bring that energy into the heart space.
Yes,
Just to kind of put, plus it's, let's be honest, what are you protecting? You're protecting your heart space. So
yes.
you're just bringing that energy in, and that's not a bad thing to do when you feel unsafe, right? Because you really need that comfort.
You got to fill into your own cup.
Boom.
Oh,
And that touch
cup.
does it. Yeah. And bringing that self love in and bringing it in and just giving you a good old quantum hug. So, all right. So, the next one we are going to talk about is,
Dun, dun,
uh,
dun, dun. Number two.
yes. And the next one is Raphael. All
Yeah.
right. So, Raphael. if we were thinking about like the 20s, he would be like the Goop Guy, right? He is the healer. He is the one that we call on when we're wounded, we are sick. And his name literally means God heals. But there are things that he does not fix, just the body. He heals relationships, he heals hearts, and he heals your relationship with yourself. So there's a lot of, beautiful healing energy that Raphael will bring to us. And that just came to me. Like, he is the archangel that means God heals. Now, the lesson when Raphael comes, the challenge, let's be honest, let's face the challenge first. How did we get in that place? Well, we need to heal ourselves, right? We are all self-healers. It is our responsibility to take accountability for our actions. And sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes we don't know how, and that's where shadow work comes into play, but the ultimate goal is to heal yourself of any dis-ease, right, Sam, or discomfort. And discomfort could just be anxiety, depression, biting my fingernails too much because I'm on the edge of life. These things, really tell a story, Now, the lesson, though, is all that makes you ill is a direct result of what is good, right? It's just reminding you that even though the illness is there is still love there.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to repeat that. There is still love there, because what it is asking you is to give yourself the love. And sometimes our body, if you just sit and listen, it'll tell you exactly what it needs.
Yes.
And I'm going to be honest, I've had to do a lot of release work the year of the snake. I had the Virgo and my South Node and the Dragon's Tail. So all year I've just been purging egos and identifications of myself. But what I learned, though,
very excited about Raphael.
Yeah.
About Raphael.
Well, yeah. And what's great, though, is he teaches us that we can heal ourselves, and that gives us back our power. That's beautiful. All right. Now, Gabriel is the messenger. Right. So when you look at him, you could see his light or his lantern. Mm-hmm. So he's shining light on wisdom or messages. So he's bringing a message, and it's about miraculous messages. Listen and watch out for messages. And this is, as intuitives, this is kind of what we do. There is something specifically for you and its way. There's something special you have longed for, maybe something you're waiting to materialize. And it's reminding you to pay attention to your dreams. It's about reflection, dreaming, get into that, that aspect of the brain where it allows you to tap into your intuition.
Absolutely.
And be able to reflect as well. Be creative, but also be able to reflect on things that have come or that are to come, or things that have gone, and see the love in all of it, right? Because there are really seeds in every little evolution that happens if you dig a little deeper. So what are your thoughts on Archangel Gabriel and about miraculous messengers? Are there any messages in your dream state that have been pretty profound, that might have related to how something feel? Well, obviously you're a psychic medium. So that's a silly question.
I mean,
but just You just
But
give.
there's a lot of people that maybe not as tapped in as we are right now, and they get pretty profound messages as well. You know what I mean?
Yes. Now I do get prophetic dreams, all because I tell you about them all the time. Now I will tell you guys a couple things. If there's water going through the house or water pipe bursts, that's emotions. That's an eruption in motion. So I'm just going to say that.
Well,
Um, water is emotions.
emotion and how it feels, and to read water.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and little things like that, like a dog is a loyal friend, you know, snake is wisdom, whether it's present wisdom, past wisdom. And sometimes the wisdom is good or it's bad. You know, it's either good for the mind or it could poison the mind,
But
depending on.
but everybody has their symbols that mean to them, because snake means
Yes.
multiple things to me. It's just
Yes. Yes, it does. These are just representations, like,
yeah.
yeah, just like simple terms, just like
Yeah.
going in. Like, if you put it all together, you get the full story, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, if you have a dream that you can remember specifically in detail, go look up what each one of those events or what you saw, what that means as a symbol, and then look at it from like you're decoding your dream. And
Right.
they do call it dream decoding.
Yeah.
Because they do tell a story. And I didn't believe that, but once I started doing dream journaling and decoding my dreams, whoa, like once I started looking at
And with
symbology.
also how it feels.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
How
for
does the
me,
water feel on your skin in the dream? Like all that adds up to information.
well, so for me, I think I've just been witnessing them. Like, yeah, because they're showing me from a third's eye perspective. Maybe not always, but I do because they're teaching me to tap into my intuition and to seek the wisdom.
So they're
So,
feeling your dreams out yet.
yeah. Well, and this was a while ago. So I'm just saying, like, just in general. Oh, I know how I was feeling. I was feeling exactly what was going on. If that's what you're asking, Sam. The
No,
G.
I'm just telling our audience it's
Oh
important
yeah.
the dreams too. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, I was emotional. So that was what it was. It was letting me know that my emotions were very unsteady. But it also, I had that dream, my friend had a water pipe burst that night. So I don't know if I had seen that happen or.
Water broke in your house, right? Water is emotion. So that your house is your foundation and your
Yep.
pipe broke.
Yeah. What was at my house? It was Josh's.
Bones of your
After I moved out like a week later, I had a dream and then I was like, dude, I was like, did you have a flood in your house? He's like, how did you know that? I was like, I don't know. I was like, the birdie down the street told me. Yeah. Hang on, let me plug my stuff in before we have a problem, Roger. Anyway, thank you so much, Archangel Gabriel, because you do
Yes.
provide us so much wisdom and and it is fun decoding your dreams.
All messages. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Raphael.
All right. Now the next one on the list is Archangel Uriel. Now, Uriel is known as God is my light. So he's an angel.
Ready? God is my light.
Yes, God is my light. And he is the angel who will bring light and understanding to difficulties. It says, listen out for wise guidance and act upon it. Uriel will show you the way. This angel also points out what is happening in this life, in your life, as part of the greater plan. So it says that he is the one that will help you see your part in the plan. Here in this, let's be honest, in our meat suits, sometimes we want to know why we're here. And
Yeah.
he's the one that will provide you that wisdom, letting you know that you're a part of the whole and
Yes.
that and the oneness. So he comes in with that,
You're
and
of the puzzle.
yes, yes, yes. And I really think that we need that. I mean, honestly, especially right now,
Yeah.
we need to be optimistic and we need that poetry and we need the light because we have gone through some dark times this past year. This year of the snake is, the collective has done its job and it was right on time. And we've all done a fantastic job. We need to give ourselves a pat on the back because it has been too. Yes, because it has been. But this year has also awakened a lot of people to where they play into the bigger grand scheme of what's going on.
That's why a lot of people, I mean, still, when you have this bigger awakening, you're like, I'm more than this 9 to 5 job.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I want to start my own business. I'm going to finally do it. I'm going to finally open up my food truck,
Mhm. Yep.
I believe those angels encourage us those ways to live our dreams and our manifestations.
They do because they know that when we are living through the heart, our body naturally heals
Absolutely.
because we're able to automatically bridge the wisdom from the lower half to the top half. And the top half is going to send this signal like, hey, there's something going on here. You might want to take care of it. Because there is that fluid connection from, but the communication's going down, bottom up and bottom, top to bottom,
Yeah.
you know. So, yes. Now, the next one is Ariel. And
Ariel.
Ariel, and
Like
this
a little
one,
Ariel.
I actually had this one yesterday.
Did
And
you?
yes, and it's realistic revelation. And I'm going to read the card and I'm just going to give you a brief description. So you see how people are like praying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Basically, as we all know, that we're supposed to look within and not, seek outward. Okay. So basically, what he is doing is he's the realistic revelation. They call him Lion of God. So he speaks of the Lion of God. Like the roar lion, not roar.
Yeah. Leo.
It speaks what is hidden being revealed. Something that has long mystified you will become clear, and you will no longer hold you back. It's about discovering a new purpose spiritually and materially. So it's about success, liberation is at hand, and it's asking us to release a commitment. All right. So
Make
the challenge is,
something else that you want.
yeah. So the challenge is, are you ready to be free? Now, the lesson is your cage is made by you, so you have the key.
Yes.
You know what's funny? When I first started my awakening, my guys kept saying, they started giving me keys. They wanted me to carry keys. So I carried this key around forever. And that was the message. That was the key to my own prison.
So Ariel's called
Realistic revelation.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he's about revealing what's hidden.
Okay.
It's being hidden so that it becomes clear. So it's kind of like when we have a blockage, it's because we can't see when, just like as healers, it's hard for us to heal ourselves. We need other healers to come into our energy field. Hang on, let me let him out real quick. In order to expand that heart coherence, because when you're when your field is run dim, you jumpstart it with others. We know the drill. That's kind of how it works. That's why power of two always amplifies the energy.
Yes.
Especially if you're having a hard time maintaining your own vessel at that particular moment, and it happens to the best of us. I'm guilty of it. I do cupping, yoga every day. I try to do things to sustain it on my own so that I don't have to pay for it. But when it's time to go get work done, or I got to go to my room, my guys are like, you got to go. And they get real nasty. They don't, because it's not an
It's for other healers.
Well, it's because it's our spiritual laundry.
Yeah.
And they're like, look, it's getting dirty up in here. Up in here. No, I'm kidding. I clean every day, but it just helps release.
Yes.
I have a fiery dosha anyway, so it keeps that dosha in check so I don't have stomach issues. Like most Virgos have stomach issues. I don't have any stomach issues.
I'm curious what the word dosha means.
So dosha is your energetic sheath. So when you are doing Ayurvedic nutrition, you have specific doshas, and your body utilizes 2 of the 3. So there are 3 of them. So if you are eating foods that are not aligned with your dosha, it will cause an imbalance in your body. So it's Indian, basically, like if you go to an Indian practitioner, they're going to test your arm in 3 different places, and they're going to tell you what to eat based on touching you. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. And how do you find that information, Sam? You just complete a questionnaire with me, and then it will tell you your dosha type. And then you look at foods that would collaborate with that specific dosha. It's really good if you're trying to like lose weight, or you're just trying to feel better because some of the food's weighing you down. It's a good way to kind of balance that. Uh-oh, where'd you go? Yeah, so Archangel Ariel, is all about being in the cage and being free, and we have the key, so during my awakening I was the key. And I was like, that light bulb moment where it's like, oh, I carried them damn keys around for like 2 years.
I just kept on hearing when you have multiple awakenings, but I just kept on hearing, they kept on telling me, know thyself.
Well, what's funny? The first thing that I was told was it was patience. It rumbled. It was like patience, like from the back seat. I'm like, I turned around and I'm like, and then they was like, I know you heard me, patience. And it came again. And I was like, because this was still when I was doing church stuff, right? Because I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, whatever, right? So I started praying for patience. Don't ever do that. That was me right here praying for patience, making my own prison. Because I literally was being tried with my patience. I was asking for it versus the test and the testimony. I mean, like, good Lord. All right. So the next one we have here. Woo, let me get him out real quick. So there's 7. Is Sahaya, and he is the health helper. And I love it because you can see right here, the 3 little helpers are hearts. Oh. So, one who heals, an angel who works to bring good health and longevity within your life. Focus on his energy when you feel de-energized and lack of motivation to go on. A lot of us are feeling that, right? Well, a lot of the collective are feeling that, because I've seen that a lot where people are like, I've just had enough. Like, I'm at my wits end, and I just remind them, be very patient. We're all going through this together. It's just it is, we're all at the edge with you. You know, like, just, yes, it's the collective is really, so this would be an archangel that reminds us about knowing when to stop.
Yes.
Knowing when to stop.
Knowing
And that
when
means,
to away.
yes, yes. And Sam, what are your thoughts on that? Like, what are some of the things that, let's be real, pacing your energy, you're knowing when to stop, what kind of things, would the health helper help you with?
I would say if you're feeling like your voice is not being heard, you're not
Mm,
feeling included, that
yes.
around you are not uplifting you. The people around you, you could outgrow, and you're not learning anything from them anymore. You probably outgrew that group, and it's time to move on.
That's a hard one. That was actually a lot of the collective experience, that particular one last year. That was a big lesson with the year of the snake, because I've noticed everyone's like, I'm single this year. And it's because, the Great Awakener Uranus was shaking everything up. Because it was in Taurus. And Taurus is all about stable able. They're all about being earthy, really stable. They are a fixed earth sign, meaning that when they have their thoughts, and it's grounded in and rooted in, they're not budging. That's why they're the Taurus. That's why they're bull. That's why they're bull. They're like, I'm not moving. Not in a bad way.
What
But
about Heather? How do you know?
Well, for me, I literally had to, like, learn this on my own, because I was giving my power away being a people pleaser. And what I was doing is, I'm a hypercognitive. So my cognitive ability is always on hyperdrive, meaning that when I go into a room, I scan it. You too. You know what I mean? It's just like you're aware of everything. But what was going on is I was constantly scanning for protection, because I was in fear, because I was working through some shadows, and I didn't understand really what the shadows were, the messages were.
Yes.
So I wouldn't give myself time to rest, because I was like, I'm going to find it out. I'm going to find out the answer. I'm going to continue to investigate. And my mind would just be like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So, and it would drain me. And I'd be like, well, why am I so drained? It's like, well, because you're taking on other people's energy, trying to figure out problems that aren't yours.
And then you're not able to quiet down to get the answers.
Right. Yes, because I'm trying to go into that logical
It feels
mind.
very mighty, because you're like in fear, right? Trying to find who protects. So it's very in the root, like fear.
Anything, and my guys tell me all the time that I have to be and I have to be chill to receive. Like, I will literally black them out. Like, nah, I don't hear you. You don't, because I've done it. Like, it's just, and I've learned not to do that.
If I'm too, and we're human, right? We're supposed to that, and we are. So if I'm too emotional, I won't hear my guys as clear or at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've learned that. So that's where I had to stop being so hyper focused on my environment and allow myself the ability just to chill. So I literally just started putting protection around myself. Like, look, I have to be able just to be me and vibrate, because I was drained when I would leave, because it's like I'm filtering everyone's thoughts and their energies, and And it was great because it was helping me with my telepathy skills and tapping me in to channel and to do all these other things. But it was, I needed to shut all the other people's baggage off.
You were learning how to shift gears when you needed to shift what to you were learning how to shift into what gear with those energies.
Yeah, yeah. So it definitely was a process.
Uh,
Um, but one of them that you said, though, I had a client this weekend that is a caretaker, and I just want to give much love to all the caretakers.
yeah, shout out.
Yes, because what they don't, what I'm going to be the truth speaker about it. What we don't recognize is they take a lot of abuse from their loved ones and the people that they're taking care of, not on purpose. The people aren't projecting it on them on purpose. But if they're not feeling well, or there's an expectation, or something like that, there's a lot of pressure on that caretaker to please that person because that's what they feel is going to make them happy and whole at that moment.
Guilt if they can't, fulfill the.
Well, they guilt trip them,
Yep.
gaslight them, and then they gaslight them. And so I just wanted to just give a shout out to all my caretakers and let
Yep.
you know that I do see you, and we do recognize the work that you do. But
Absolutely.
you're definitely a light worker, and it takes a brave soul and a courageous person to be able to walk in that light because it's not an easy job.
It
So
is.
no, it's not, especially if it's your loved one. Like if you're it's your parents or something, and then they get to that state, or you see them, and it's definitely,
Very
yeah,
emotional too. So Heather and I are sending you guys so much love and supportive energies to all caretakers.
yes, 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 and that up in love.
Absolutely.
All right, now the next one that we have is all about Remiel, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, and his name is Thunder of God, and he watches over mankind. It speaks about taking time to prepare for your future. So Remiel is there for your long-term plan as long as you stay on course and do not deviate from the plan. And
Mm,
this is a perfect opportunity to bring up our market
yeah.
and our a business event again, because these are plans that remind us to stay on course.
On course. That's interesting because I seen a short clip earlier today. It was talking about staying on your course. So that's
Yes.
foundation. Definitely. So you guys, check us out for the Power of Three Holistic Market. Calling all vendors, calling all light workers, all
Yeah.
art, creative energy, crafting. We are having our Power of Three Holistic Market in Covington, Kentucky. We're so excited, so grateful. It's gonna start in June, you guys, and this is not just with Heather and I and myself. It's also with our other sister healer, Queen.
Hmm.
And if you would like to apply a very powerful market where it's all holistic, if you're a crystal worker, crystal vendor, if you're an astrologist, if you're an artist, right? If you're a Reiki practitioner, psychic, tarot,
Sauce therapist, touch therapist, you got
eh,
body talk, you got, you name it, QHHT, whatever you do.
records, wherever that you feel confident and that you are powerful in, and that you just want to be happy giving your services or your art, this is the markets for you. So it's going to start in June, July, you guys, August, September, October, November. A 10 by 10 canopy tent is only $44. Hey, if you need two spots, you get a discount. It's only 80. And you can apply by sending us an email to the power of three holistic market at Gmail. Once you do that, we are digitally gonna send you an application. It's very simple to fill out. You put your information down, what markets that you want to attend, and here's the best part, you guys. You don't have to pay until 2 weeks before the
Mhm.
date for that on the market, and that's going to be via Cash App or Venmo. Okay, you guys. So, if you, hey, maybe you're not the vendor, but you know somebody that would is looking for a markets that are in the same location every month, and that is very strong.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you, Sam, for sharing that market information with us real quick. She'll be right back on. But yes, that just goes back to the Archangel Remiel about the surveyor of souls. All right, looks like Sam might be having a little bit of difficulties, but that's okay. We're just going to keep on rocking. So, yeah, he's all about holding back on until you have a clear plan. Persistence breeds all possibilities. And then we're going to dive right into our last one, which is Metatron. And everyone knows all about Metatron. He seems to be the most well known, during this spiritual age. And Metatron, and what did I do with this? Here he is, right here. All right. So you see him playing the harp. So his is all about trials and tribulations. The angel of this is well known to many who study the angelic realm. Although the origin of the name is debated, Metatron is also called the youth in the Zohar and is often associated with stories of ascension and transformation. And this card challenges, brings the challenge of making change in our life and assurance that these changes are eventually rewarded. Now, the lesson is the angels will bear, the angels will bear us up when we have faith. Now, the challenge is taking the leap of faith into the unknown. And that's kind of what the collective is doing right now. The collective energy is shifting, and we are all being asked to take a leap into the unknown, which can be scary and frightening. And, anytime that you're being asked to take this leap, you can always call on Metatron to assist with this energy because it will help you with these challenges and changes, because the only thing in life that stays the same is change, right? So, yeah, Metatron is, like I said, is the most well known. Now we're going to go ahead and, um, let's be the psychological approach. Let's be the devil's advocate, right? So, what if archangels aren't really beings? What if they're just like archetypes in our brain, right? So, and then a skeptic says, okay, but does it matter if picturing, oh, gotcha. Boom. There we go. Yes, we were talking about Metatron and about how he is all about trials and tribulations and about how we are rewarded when we take a leap of faith, but he helps us with the transitions.
Shout out to Metatron. Thank you, Metatron.
Yes. So, what are your thoughts on Metatron?
I think he is like so powerful.
Yeah.
Now I know that's very vague, right? Like he is just so He makes me feel like when I say him, like it's not that he's superior. It's like, I don't know. He feels like the supervisor of all the other archangels.
It's because I was just reading the card because I didn't know if you were going to come back on, so I was going to wrap up. We were just going to
Appreciate,
bone through the rest of it. I was like,
appreciate
well,
you.
hey, you work through the technical issues sometimes.
Yeah. About
Um,
working for technical issues.
it's all good. It's all good. We were almost done anyway. Metatron is our last one, so we're almost done for the evening. But yeah, he's all about youth, and he's all the one. He's all about studying the angelic realm. So he is the big dog, like
Okay.
Michael is like, hey, I'm the bouncer. I'm here to, protect you and to ward off all the
That's
bad stuff.
like a club.
Right, like the club. And then I see Metatron more like the one like, hey, over here, let's zen out, dude. Let's go ahead on this ascension train. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
more in like a vibrant, badass way or whatever.
Yeah.
Like more
Yeah.
masculine. I don't know. But yeah, so and they always show up when it's all about faith. But the thing I love about this is, like if I was actually going to go on about the devil's advocate. So, let's play devil's advocate. So let's say that these archangels aren't real, but they're actually archetypes of or facets of ourselves,
Yeah.
right? Because not everyone, but for us, we see beyond that though, right? Because we start working with that light energy,
Yes.
right? The blue ray and the blue and the green energy, the emerald flame. And, so yeah, it gets,
So a lot of time, from I don't really see them like as a figure, but they channel intuitively, right? And also that they can show up as color
yes,
because
yes, they
they
do.
really take human form,
Hmm.
and they will show up as orbs and colors like that to identify them. And it's just knowing what you are receiving through them telepathically through channeling.
Yes. Yes, yes. And what I've gotten when I've asked what they've looked like telepathically, they said that our logical mind would be afraid. You know what I mean? What because
You
like
would be afraid.
that it would like the way that they look because they're not as pretty. Like they portray themselves energetically, like they will uh basically put energy so that you see them that way.
I felt like it was like a holographic image
Yes, 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 yes.
because when I had a big, I don't know, big when I woke up.
You're ugly, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Right at first, I didn't know what it was. When
Yeah.
I had a big vision, when I woke up, one of the at the beginning of waking up, there was a didn't look like an angel, but now I think it is what we call angels,
Hmm.
and they had had two horns, wings, but it was like, if I can remember, maybe like eyeballs on his wings.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be like what we would think that they would look like.
Trying to remember because I remember it was right by me
Hmm.
and I seen it, but of course I wasn't as scared, but I didn't know what it was.
Well, I'm not afraid, but I mean, like for people that have never seen anything, though, like I heard that they
But
look more
that sounds,
monstrous versus
mm-hmm.
beautiful. They are thinking of like some beautiful,
It's
right?
like a kid telling us when they find out Santa Claus is not real, right? It probably
Right.
have that kind
You got to rip the band-aid off. Like, nope, that's not it.
of.
Nope, not this year, kid. Sorry. uh, okay. But yeah, I mean, and you always have to be optimistic because, some people, even if it was from a psychological standpoint and calling in energy, you know what I mean? The energy is, you know, um, very, um, let's be honest, just I've always liked archangels because I've always been a believer because of my experience, because I've been talking to them since I was kids. You know what I mean? So it's like, you
It
know,
is very normal and comforting, and it feels good, right?
yeah. And it was because I really was I always have had a lot of friends, but I've always kept to myself, if that makes sense. I don't know, like I'm always there. I've been kind of shy most of my life.
Wow.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm breaking out of that. Well, I have equal parts now. Like I have go but it has to be equal
Yes.
because before I didn't have a shut off button. So, yes. So, next episode, we are going to be having hostess of the a co-host of the mostest, Susie. And I'm not. Do you want to go ahead and give a little bit about Susie and specifically
So
about?
Susie is a healer practitioner that has many gifts and modalities. She's our sister that speaks multiple languages, and she does a medicine that is called Cambo. That is medicine off of a frog that she used to help her clients, her beautiful souls. Um, that clear all kind of emotions and healing, and that is her realm, so she
Yes.
will explain more on that. And also Susie would love to talk about overcoming drug addiction.
Ooh, that's a good one because that's really heavy in the collective community. And if that's a great avenue for them to utilize during, that recovery process. Ooh.
So Susie would like to talk about that because how she healed from drug addiction herself,
Ooh.
and share those wisdoms and messages for all of us. But everything wonderful and beautiful about Susie, I know both of us are big fans of Susie, and we love her so much.
Yes, and we are super excited. And that's all we have tonight for you guys. I hope you guys love the Archangel edition. And yes,
All the archangels that came connected with all of us today at Cosmic Chick, and knowing that we are beyond love and have nothing to fear.
yes, yes. And you guys have a grand night. One love.
Love. Ah,
Bye.
bye.